Hey, man, where are we?
Well, I don't
Are we,
know. Are we in the
we
waiting room
recording
for next?
something?
Yeah,
What's going on here?
I don't know where we are. Oh boy.
What happened? Did Jesus come back?
Were we taken? Wow. I don't know.
I guess we were left behind.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Inside the Booth. I am Dan Arena, and this over
I'm
here
Matthew.
is our other host, Matthew.
Hi.
So welcome everybody. So if you
This-
don't know what we just referenced to, we referenced a awesome movie.
Yeah.
Maybe not that awesome, but we referenced a movie that we watched and are reviewing tonight called Left Behind, the movie made in the year 2000. Can't believe it's been that long.
I think I saw the
21 years ago. Can you believe it?
they
Man.
used the Canon XL2 in that year. In the beginning, I was like, I have that camera.
Right. Oh, you know what? I need my hat. Oh, jeez. Ah, there we go.
Right.
Now I look like me.
There you are.
Here I am. All right, guys. So, welcome to Apocalypse Month. Welcome to our first Tuesday. Tuesday. Not Sunday. This is our first Tuesday, and we hope you enjoyed the show. We will be reviewing Left Behind, like I said. I also am going to compare a few other the Left Behind movies and maybe the 2014 with Nicolas Cage Left Behind movie. And I know Matthew hasn't seen it, but that's all right. I don't think he minds spoilers on these movies. So just letting everybody know there will be spoilers. I will spoil this movie up and down and all around. So if you don't want any spoiled for this movie, which you might just say, well, I don't even know what movie that is, never heard of it, well, then you are in luck.
Yes. I don't know if anybody would watch this movie nowadays.
All right, so Left Behind is a movie that was based off a New York Times bestseller book called Left Behind. And they actually have, how many books do they have? Like 6 of them or something like that. There's like a 6-book series on it, and or more or less. I don't really remember. I don't know the facts, and I don't have any facts up for myself. But here we go. Oh, excuse me. I just ate a pizza. Now it's coming back up, I think. The acidity of the sauce.
Oh wow! And they had a lucky number 18 count.
18 books.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So and they only did 2 movies, and then
they
did it again in
movies.
2014.
They did 3. 3. Yep, 3 movies.
I did not know that.
Yep. Mike Arena's on the show right now. Hello, Uncle Mike. How are you? A little shout out to you.
Nice.
And here's what I want to do real quick, like I did last time. Let me show everybody. Oops. Not that one.
Going back to the year 2000 after Y2K.
Going back after Y2K. That's right. Oh, man. And if you have seen this movie, I guess good for you. Let me just say this. When it first came out, when the movie first came out, like in the year 2000, I kind of liked it. I'll tell you why. Because I knew I didn't like Christian movies back then, and this was like a step toward better Christian movies. You know, like it was getting better. It wasn't good, but it was like slightly, stepping forward. Um,
Instead of a 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10.
it was like a 2 out. Yeah, that's right, like a 2 out of 10. Yes, you know how things are, right? Right.
Right.
All right, so Left Behind. Here we go. I just want to show the picture real quick, so people
Mhm.
know what we're talking about. If you've seen the movie or you've heard of the movie, you've seen it, but you don't remember what it looked like just by us saying the name. So here
Mm.
is the picture with Kirk Cameron and this other guy. He also played in like a TV show. He was like the handsome guy or something. I don't know.
Mm.
I don't remember. But yeah. So there you go, everybody.
There we are.
All right. So let's get in the backstory, or let's discuss a little bit of the story of this movie.
Sure.
Um. So if you don't know the Bible, this is not completely with the Bible. This is not uh, biblically sound, these movies
Right.
or the books. I just want to say that because it's not. But there are mentions of being taken away. One person standing still, one person gets left behind. Things like that, and that's where this movie comes from. That's where the books came from. Um, so
Christian fiction.
yeah, like Christian fiction
Yeah.
movies, yeah, almost based on real, but not really type of stuff. um,
We all have imagination.
yeah, that's right, that's right. Um, so they tried to make this imagination go on the big screen,
Mhm.
and we're gonna just talk about the movie first, then we'll talk about like some of the other stuff that surrounds the movie and discussing the 2014 one. Um, so the plot is this: everybody's has their life. Some people are Christians, some people are not, and then all of a sudden, Jesus comes and takes away his people. What us Christians call the rapture nowadays, even though the Bible has no word for that rapture.
Mhm.
Because it doesn't say that in the Bible at all. Um, but so then after that, um, after Jesus came back and his spirit left these few people, I guess you could say, kind of band together. They pray, kind of want to get to know what happened, why it happened. And then there's this guy named Buck Williams who is a reporter, newscaster reporter, and he gets down in the dirt and nitty gritty and finds out exactly how this happened. And then some people
Mhm.
got killed for this, I guess, for reading the Bible, and that's basically how I take it. His friend read the Bible, and then he got shot for it. That
Mhm.
guy who's like, "When's the last time you slept?"
Uh, right.
By
Right.
the way, bad screenwriting, bad one-liners, bad everything, in my opinion. Um,
Mhm.
but so then Kirk Cameron's character, Buck Williams, he finds out, he prays to God, and then at the end, when the bad guy, Nikolai, I guess his name was, right? Nikolai
Mhm.
something. Carpathia? No, what was his last name? Nikolai.
Yeah, you got it. You got it right.
Yeah, was it
Carpathia.
Carpathia? Okay.
Yeah.
Nikolai Carpathia becomes the bad guy, becomes the Antichrist, becomes the beast. And then so Kirk Cameron prays before he goes into this room with him, and Nikolai kills these two guys, and then
Like the
he,
bankers. They were
yeah,
kind of like
then
the
he
banker
like
kind of guys.
mind manipulates people to think they killed themselves, but yet
Right.
Kirk Cameron's character was the one
Remembers it
who
all.
remembers it all because he was not swayed by the devil, because now he had Jesus in his heart.
There you go.
Which is not biblically correct. When the Spirit of God leaves this earth, I don't think anybody will be praying or care to pray or feel anything when they do pray. So, yeah, gonna have to go back to the old ways of what the Hebrews did. Animal sacrifices, everybody. All right, so I guess that's basically the story, right? Is that how you would see it?
Yeah, it was
there's
people all over the world
little...
have disappeared because of the rapture, and then confusion and chaos ensue worldwide, and people are looking for answers. And then here comes Nikolai that has the answers. He comes in peace. All the leadership and everything. And he kept on talking about the 7 years. They were going to have 7 years of peace. It's like, only 7? How come only 7, Nikolai? I was like, well, how come only 7, Nikolai? Are you going through something?
That's right.
So yeah. So what do you give the plot?
All right, so the plot, I mean, it's creative. I don't know.
Plot was kind of meh.
I mean, it was slow, but at the same time, if they did the movie properly, it probably could have been good. Could have been
if they did it properly,
fun to watch. Yeah. So I guess I could give the plot itself, just the plot of what's going on, not the writing. See, this is where the plot and the writing, we need to separate, but we can't. We're putting it together. I guess I'm gonna have to go with what my brother says. Half a point. Half a point. I mean, I give it a point for the plot, but some of the writing was horrible. So I don't know.
I mean, like the dialogue here, right?
Yeah. So I'll keep it. I guess I'll keep it as a point, but I still have that with the writing and the dialogue and how slow it goes.
Yeah.
So this like, and how long was this movie? 1 hour and 45 minutes, and it felt like it was 3 hours. Yeah.
No, it was like an hour and a half, hour 30 minutes. Oh, well, if you count the credits, hour 40.
Yeah, you go. All right, so what do you give it? What do you think?
I wasn't really thrilled watching it at all. I give it a 0. I don't give any award to it.
Okay. I gave it 1, you gave it none, so that one only gets 1 point. All right, let's move on to acting. How was I'll go first, I guess. Kirk Cameron was okay. I did like the other guy there. I forget his name. The guy the one who does the plane. Yeah, the airplane guy. Anyways, he did a decent job. I think his acting was pretty good. Kirk Cameron's wife, on the other hand, was horrendous.
She got to leave though.
She got to leave. Where?
Yeah, she got took up in the rapture.
Oh, that was the airplane guy's wife, not Kirk Cameron's. No, I'm talking about Kirk Cameron's real wife.
In the movie.
Yeah, in the movie.
As stewardess.
Yeah, she played Hattie, right? That was her name, Hattie, the stewardess. Yeah, her acting was horrendous. Because this is what she did every time she would talk or was quote unquote scared. She would have this like face on herself like this, and then she would blink a lot. I'm so scared. Oh, what are we gonna do? I don't know about you, but when I'm scared, I don't do that. I say, "Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea." I turn around and run away. That's what what I do.
was over. Yeah, it was overly acting in this film for sure.
Yeah, she was definitely over the top. She should have been like in a comedic movie.
Rayford Steele is the guy that played the. That was his name.
There you go. Yeah, Rayford Steele.
Yeah.
And he's in how many other movies or
Rob,
shows or something?
Rayford Steele.
Right? Yeah.
I don't think he's in a lot of things.
I thought he was. I thought he was in a couple of things. Anyways.
Yeah.
Did I even discuss
Oh,
why
he's okay. Here we go. Yeah. Okay,
I
he's in a
know
bunch of stuff.
I started to discuss why I liked this movie, but not like it at the same time when I was a kid or younger, I should say, in the year 2000. Did I finish that discussion or did I get distracted?
I think he got distracted.
I'm always distracted. Yeah, I think I'm always distracted. Oh, great. Thanks a lot. Okay, let me just say one thing.
Do you give it a point or no points for acting?
Oh, I didn't even say that yet.
Yeah.
The whole thing all around, no, I don't give it a point because acting was just, kind of Christianese. It was the way Christians do things, I guess. I don't know, it's just bad. You got a bad writer, you got a bad director, you get bad acting. Not that the actors themselves are bad completely, I mean, Kirk Cameron was in that TV show a time ago. What was it called?
Yep. Growing Pains.
Growing Pains. And apparently he was good in that. Everybody liked him.
Yeah.
And then in this movie, he didn't make a comeback, that's for sure.
He does more evangelizing now.
He does. He does.
And with Ray Comfort.
Yep. And lately I've been seeing on Facebook he's been doing this campfire thing. It's
I saw that.
It's 100-day thing.
Yep.
And I like listening to him. He's cool, I like what he says about the Bible and how he encourages everybody that's watching him. I enjoy that. I would like to. It would be cool to get him on this show.
That'd be wild
if
you got him.
Yeah.
And then we can ask him about the movie.
Yeah, there you go.
That would be awesome.
It would be. It would be cool.
That would actually pretty cool.
I mean, the way he looks. I think the way he looks now, he's a lot. Even though he's older, he's a lot better looking now than he was when he was younger.
Like just fine wine.
Yeah. So if he were to do a movie now, a good movie, mind you, a good movie. If he were to do one now, he would probably he'd be one of my favorites, probably, just because he's good looking.
All right then.
All right then. No, definitely. Yeah. I mean, he is a good actor. He's just not, in this movie. I think nobody cared about this movie, so they just kind of did whatever. We got Salvation Army clothes here. So that's another thing I didn't like. Their clothing. Clothing is also an actor, okay? In my opinion, you got to dress somebody properly if you want the movies to work. When you get an extra large suit coat on somebody who is a medium to small, it looks bad, okay? Sorry, Kevin Smith. I need to apologize, but your purple coat's way too darn big for you. Anyways, but it looks bad on TV, so I don't know. These suits, now some of them looked good on some of the people, but not everybody, Right. There's a lot of people that did have bigger coats and stuff, their costumes were just, whoever did the costuming did a bad job,
Whoopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie. It just did a bad job. You should have just they should have found a tailor that would, fit their suits to them, to their bodies to make them look nice. Because back in 2000 there were good movies back then that had good nice clothing and nice haircuts. By the way, the haircut on Kirk Cameron. Who allowed that to happen?
Mm.
Was Kirk Cameron saying, I really don't care about this movie, so the
Well,
only
there
way
they
you're
had a
going to
budget of
have
$4
me
million.
is if I do whatever I do with my hair, or I mean, in the picture, look at this picture. The picture is nice. I don't know. Did you see that? Look at the
Oh,
picture.
yeah.
He's got a
Yeah, it's
nice
well
haircut
done.
in the picture. What happened in the movie? You know what I'm saying? You saw that
Well,
horrendous
they only had a budget
haircut.
of $4 million, so that's like nowhere near
Yeah, but a
Hollywood budget.
haircut's like $10.
They didn't
Come
have that.
on.
They had to pay. They had to pay the actors and actresses. They couldn't get a haircut.
I don't know. This sorry, I'm keeping us only on acting for now. It's just sorry about that.
I also give it a 0 for acting. I mean, it was the beginning of the early 2000s. Kirk Cameron does do a decent job, but it doesn't hold up with everybody
It doesn't
else,
right, it doesn't
so it
hold
doesn't
together.
stitch yeah. So I definitely don't give it any points in this category either.
Yeah. Beautiful.
No, for sure. Mm-hmm.
All right, so next would be cinematography.
Cinematography.
You
want me to go first this time?
Sure, go first. I don't want to keep talking the ears off here. You do it.
So this looks like a daytime TV show, even though it's supposed to be an actual film. It looks like a bad soap opera, in my opinion. A lot of shots. There was a lot of pan-in shots where it did not need to do that at all. There was a shot at the end where they pulled out, which that actually called for it. I thought that was good, but there was a lot of like emotional stuff that happened, and they panned in, and I'm like, this is a soap opera. What am I watching here? This was in theaters. It was definitely
theaters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember it was select theaters, not all theaters.
I give it a 0 in cinematography, just because, you could have watched it in a daytime television show.
Right. I too will probably not give it a point, and here's my reason. Because the what's that country? Israel. The Israel scenes, they look like bad backdrops or bad, I read in the Wikipedia thing that you told me, hey, Dan, you should read it. And I was like, I don't want to, but I did anyways. I read in there that the one director or photographer guy or something, he goes, you throw a camel in every scene and then there's Israel. There's the desert. Camels and deserts, they go together. So it's a good movie. I'm like, what? I mean, you don't throw a camel in every scene so that you can say, oh, because there's a camel and there's sand, this must be an Arab country or Israel, or the Israelites. Who does that? I mean,
that's all you need.
It didn't. Yeah, it didn't look authentic. It looked like somebody just built it out of wood. Got a bunch of people. Hey, we need some extras. I don't know. Give them $50. Okay, gave $50 a person, and a person. And then that day they shot it. Everybody's walking around. I don't know what they're doing. It just was. Just wasn't. I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't do it for me. It didn't feel like there was an expansion of. Israel was big. It was huge. It was
right.
Show me a wide panorama shot of your wheat fields around Israel, even though Israel's like a sand place.
I don't think they shot in Israel. I forget.
No,
I forget
of course
where
not.
Yeah,
of course not. But and another thing that threw it off was in the beginning credits, the photos of Israel. They were trying to make as if they were filmed shots,
right, authentic,
and it was horrible. You could tell they were just photos that they put on the post production, and then they zoomed it in a little bit, and then just kind of panned over like this, and then they went to the next photo.
That's
Come
all you need.
on. Yeah, that's all you need. That's what makes a movie, right?
They didn't want to be like George Lucas to make like miniature sets.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
At
that's right. Only
least,
4 million. That's right. Only
yeah,
4 million.
only
That's
at
right.
least do something miniature, or even what did George Lucas? They back then they used those paintings behind, the
Oh
what
yeah.
were they called? And then they
Painting mat.
painting mat, and then they spliced it together. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, but only $4 million in the year 2000.
And they made 4.2, so they got two extra more.
Yeah.
Whoop-de-doo.
4.2.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, they got $200,000 more dollars than they spent on it. That was
And
not
now
a
I'm
good
sure,
profit, guys. Not a good
and I'm
profit.
sure, I'm sure that was just probably the churches too. That
Yeah,
probably,
that was all the
yeah, that was
churches putting
probably
together.
no one
Oh
else. Yeah,
gosh.
right.
um, that's so bad. That's so bad. You know, but when it first came out, when I was younger, I thought it was kind of cool because the reason why I thought it was cool, and this has to do with the cinematography and the how they shot the film, was because they showed the behind the scenes. I got like a special edition or something, and I would watch the
Ooh.
behind the scenes and how they kind of came together and had fun filming. And even though they were bad backdrops and stuff and sets that were built, they still looked like they had fun. They looked like, what, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Right.
Unfortunately, it doesn't stand the test of time. Cinematography was not good. So there you
Yeah,
have
this
it.
movie doesn't hold up watching it to
No, it
2021.
it does not. It does not. Not at all. Even their cell phones, they use the big cell phones. Why didn't they go with the smaller one, handheld ones? They used the big 1995 cell phones instead of the 2000 cell phones.
That's
Oh,
only
that
they
was
could
strange.
afford.
Yeah, because somebody threw them in the garbage. Hey, those are
Yeah,
free. Let's grab them.
right.
I mean, I would probably do that myself, but still. All right, so now music.
Oh boy.
Music. Yes, let's do the score, the music of the movie. You want to
Oh
go first, or
man.
you want me to go first?
Sure. I'll go.
Okay, you can go. You can go.
I don't think it fit at all in the movie. I felt there was like one or two songs that reminded me like of an NSYNC song, like playing in the background.
Yep,
It just
yep.
reminded me of the 90s kind of music or early 2000s. But I'm just like,
Yep.
it didn't go well with the theme of the movie, what you're trying to do.
No,
So,
exactly. They used a lot of like third day type of stuff, and
yeah,
like worship, like kind of like worship
right.
songs. And you're absolutely right. It did not fit what was going on in the movie.
They could have made it more suspenseful, like with the scenes. You don't have to have Christian artists
Yeah,
singing in a
yeah,
scene.
exactly.
You know,
Or
that's not what
singing
I.
at all, singing
Right,
at all.
exactly. So you get more emotion if you do instrumental stuff in scenes. So,
Yep.
yeah, they no. I
Yeah.
give it a 0-2 on this. Oh man,
I am with you on that one. A
yeah.
zippity zero doodah day. All right. Now, how about the
Whoop-de-doo.
allegory?
Allegory. I mean, it's
I mean, is there an allegory? Because it is a Christian movie. Do we?
yeah.
How do
I
you
don't know.
do an allegory with a Christian movie? It's kind of tough.
The end of the
Um,
world begins. That's kind of all I wrote
yeah,
down.
the end of
Like,
the world.
but
It's
it's
the end of the world, everybody.
kind of the beginning of the end. I guess. I mean, it's just kind of just hitting
Right?
you over the head. This is the start
Yeah.
of it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you know what's funny? Let's just talk a little bit about what's happening now. It seems like the tribulation part comes before the rapture part, because there's a lot of Christians right now. They're getting, jacked around, beat up a little bit, by
Are you pre?
media, by,
Are you
you
pre,
know.
mid,
Yep,
pre-trib,
yep.
mid-trib,
Right. Who
after
knows?
trib,
Maybe. Yeah.
right now
Exactly.
trib?
Yeah, right now, Trib, Jesus, take us home, please. I don't want to deal with what's happening and what's going on.
That's
And
right.
if you talk against it, everybody gets offended. Come on.
Bye.
What does Biden say? Come on, man.
Oh boy.
Come on, man. When he doesn't know what else to say, that's all he says. Come on, man.
Saw that, or what was the other thing I saw
Uh,
the other day? Well, anyway.
anyway, yeah.
Well, okay, right. Anyway, now.
Right.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if what you would give it a kind of hits you over the head with allegorical things of the end of the world. So I give it probably a 0 throughout the board. I'm just going to go 0 throughout the board.
Yeah. I guess I have to give it a point just because it's partially Bible based, so I guess I have to give it a point, in my opinion. But it doesn't mean the movie's good. Just letting you know. It just doesn't mean it's good though.
Be forewarned.
Yep.
Oh, there's
So this.
also I mean, just to give people out there, they're in the very beginning. I think it was at the 25-minute mark. The boom mic operator dipped down like 2 times. I'm like, oh, okay, there's the boom right there.
Oh, really? I didn't see that. I know you texted it to me, and I was like, "What are you talking about? The mic dipping? Oh, that's cool. Whatever."
I'm pretty sure it was at the 25-minute mark where it just went poop, poop, and I'm like, but you don't see it ever again. But I noticed those things.
Oh, nice, very
Whoopsie.
nice. Whoopsie. So yeah, so I guess this whole movie gets a total of 2 points, and that's because of me.
I can't give it any points. It's so bad.
Yeah, but this is quite a terrible movie. Let me just compare it a little bit to the 2014 with Nicolas Cage, where Nicolas Cage is the pilot guy, and the other dude with the scruffy face, can't remember his name, but he's been in like some other stuff. Anyways,
he's so memorable.
Yeah, he's so memorable. But I can remember his face and his voice, but I just can't remember the guy's name. So the 2014. I know. What was it? In the Wikipedia you told me to read, they were saying, the whole thing about the company got sued by the guys who wrote the books because they what was it called again? They didn't stay with having a good quality movie or something like that. I don't know what it was really.
Yes, or like his dream, and
yeah. Oh, broke contract. Basically, you break the contract because you do something that was not in the contract, and apparently they broke contract by not having a good quality film.
Yes. Hey, but the Christians came out and made you 4.2 million.
Yeah.
You made an extra 2 million.
Yeah, you spent your 4 million and you made 200,000 more than what you spent. Isn't that nice? Go. Yeah, go make another movie then. Make a good one if you so apparently. And that's the reason why they. Yeah, go ahead.
My dream has always been to enter the movie theater with a first-class, high-quality movie that is grippingly interesting, but also true to the biblical storyline, and that was diluted in the first attempt. But Lord willing, we are going to see this thing made into the movie that it should be, and that all the world sees it before the real rapture comes. And then the second one, I guess, came out, and wah, wah, wah.
Yep, and that was a flop failure. Yeah. And I'll tell you why. Because not only did they not follow the books, but they only stayed in one part of the first book. Or and that's what I'm guessing. I haven't read the book. But if you're going to take it from the other Left Behind movie, they just stay in one part of that Left Behind movie. And that is the flight scene where they fly, people disappear. And basically the movie was based around the flight and the people in the plane And yeah, and Buck Williams was apparently in the plane too, like in the first one, but he helps more, and and it's like a 2 hour dragged out, it's like an hour and 50 minutes or whatever, dragged out movie of the plane scene. They captured that plane scene pretty well, I thought, on the first movie within like 2 minutes. Okay, this is like a
Nice.
2 hour of that 2 minutes, and that's it. Come on.
And there's no snakes on a plane.
Yeah, and there's no snakes. There's no
Unseen
Samuel
ones,
L.
anyway.
Jackson. Yeah,
there's unseen ones that
unseen
that are there. Seen ones are not there.
That's right. And there's no Samuel L. Jackson. It would have made the movie much better. Nicolas Cage, he's an okay actor. He but again, his hairstyle, somebody needs to cut Nicolas Cage's hair. Somebody do something with this guy. There's something wrong with that. The whole hair thing, and then Buck Williams was a grungy guy with a facial hair, grungy clothing. And it was an interesting take, but it was stupid all at the same time. The woman and the brother, the son, whatever, they still get taken up in the rapture, and it does follow a little bit of the daughter's partial story. So half of the time you see him in the plane, the other 1/3 of the story you see him. You see this.
How'd they make the people disappear in that one? Was it like just like the first one where like people look around and people are gone, or was it like people are gone, all of a sudden a light shining and you're gone?
No,
like
no shining. Okay. I don't know. It was like basically, okay, so this girl loses her brother in the mall, and then she finds him, goes, "Hey, you shouldn't be running off on me. I was so scared you were gone." And she came up and hugged him. Then all of a sudden, when she hugged him, he turned into clothes and went bloop. It just went bloop, and she was like, "Where'd my brother go? Where is he? I can't find him. Hello, he was just in your arms. What do you mean you can't find him? He disappeared on you. You can't
Did Thanos
tell."
come around? Where's Thanos around?
Snapped his fingers. Bloop.
Wow.
And that's what happened. They all just disappeared. Just like in the other one, almost. Just they made it a little more dramatic by shaking the camera a little bit when everybody disappears. Oh, and then that's it.
I don't want to watch this.
It was the best 2 hours I wasted in my life. Same with Left Behind. I mean, going back to Left Behind, the 2000 version, it was a nice waste of 1.5 hours.
Half hours, yeah.
Actually, honestly, I have to.
The credits were funny. Did you do the?
I have to be honest. No, I didn't watch the credits. I just turned it off. I was disappointed. Tell me what was in the end credits. Tell me what was funny.
It was just man in the crowd, and then that person's name in the real name in the credits, like just very very basic titles. Very basic titles, and then their name. Yeah,
you're right. Gotcha.
Woman crying on the ground, and then her real name. It's like, what?
Dog sitting next to folded clothes.
Oh, TD Jakes was in it. That guy.
Yeah, he was in it. Yeah,
he was like in the VHS that they watched or whatever.
Yep, exactly.
I was like, what?
Also, I heard that. What else? What was it, guys? There was another one. What's his name? The other guy was in it. The other minister. Haggy. No, not Haggai. No.
Yeah. There was Phil Hagee.
Hagee, yeah.
Hagee.
Was that his name? And then there was another one. There were two other ministers that were in it that are pretty well known. And
I didn't even see the other two. I don't know.
I don't know. I read this last night. I can't remember now because it was like getting late. I can't remember
Right.
what the heck it was. But anyways, two other ministers. There's so altogether three ministers that were pretty, I guess, high on the totem pole for Christian
For a Christian
ministers.
movie.
Yeah, for Christian movie,
Yeah.
Christian ministers. And I guess like, okay, I think I see.
The last credit in the
John
film.
Hagee, John Hagee,
John Hagee.
and yep, and Jack Van. I can't pronounce that. Imp. Can't. I don't
The
know.
last credit in the film
T.D. Jakes.
is described as very attractive baby. That's part of the credits. Very attractive baby.
And apparently Rebecca St. James was in this too. They were all just like, you know,
la-di-da.
Yeah. Yeah. You know. But like I said, the music was Michael W. Smith, Third Day, +1, Avalon.
Oh, brother.
Just all this, you know, all this Rebecca St. James, Bob Charles, Bob whatever. I can't say his name. So it's just, you know, all these worship songs and
right.
And they were not that bad back then, but it doesn't fit the movie like we already discussed.
Oh, there you go. Stacy La Liberte, wardrobe supervisor. So give her a call and be like, "What happened?"
Yeah, what happened to this movie? Why'd you put such big clothes on everybody?
Yeah, it was.
They're swimming in their clothes, man. They're swimming in them, and they're skinny people. At least make them look like, you know, their clothes aren't so big. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So yeah, you know, this movie was just there's also the second movie is called Tribulation Force. The third movie is called World at War. World at War. I think they switch. I don't know if I think Kirk Cameron's in it, but they switch a few guys in there that are not the same people anymore.
Oh, I see. So they got to number 3.
Yep, they got to number 3.
So they couldn't finish the other 15.
Yeah. Not that they wanted to. Not that they wanted to finish.
Right.
Really, and those movies weren't even that good either, you know. So the whole, you know, if you guys want to watch the whole Left Behind series, go for it. Let us know what you think of the movie down below. But I
give it 2 thumbs down.
We here at Inside the Booth did not like it too much. I'll be honest with you. Some of my wife's Hallmark movies are a lot better than this, and I make fun of those.
That's saying something.
And I make fun of those. Let me tell you what, my wife will tell you. I wish I could get her on this show, but she'll tell you that I'm horrible with talking through those movies and making fun of them. This movie is just, you know, this movie is like three tiers under the Hallmark, you know.
Yeah, and it was only, we found out they filmed it in 31 days.
Yeah, come on, 31 days, really? I mean,
that's it.
It's a, you know, I wonder how they wrote the script too. Probably in 2 days, you know. Oh, we got the book. We don't need a real script.
Yeah, we got 4 million. We got this.
Yeah, we got this. We got this. let's not put any thought into it. We got this good. No, definitely Christians. A lot of Christians have been learning with their skills. They have been getting better.
Over the years, yes.
Yeah, over the years. Nowadays there are better movies that are Christian movies. I can't say they're perfect. I can't say that they're like Hollywood movies. But there are better ones. And
Ragamuffin is one of them. So Ragamuffin's a really good Christian movie.
Okay, I don't think I heard of it.
It's story. It's the story of Rich Mullins, pretty much of his life, and why it's good and is because their friends actually, the real people that actually knew him helped out produce and direct everything with it, and the lighting is actually pretty phenomenal. Some of the lighting in there I was really impressed by.
Right.
But
So some people
Ragamuffin is
know how to do
definitely
things,
good. Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I've seen, there's even low budget movies that you could film with your XLR, your Nikon or your Canon, you know, and they're just like not even full on movies. They're just small little commercials or whatever, and they do a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
job. With those kind of cameras, they do a great job. You would think
Sure.
$4 million, you could do something,
But
They
still had DV tape back in that day.
Well, still, I mean, still, you could still do something,
Well, if you got the
fix your
lighting
screen.
down, yes.
Yeah, you get your lighting down, you fix your script, and you get a director who knows what he's doing. I don't know who the director was, but maybe he didn't know what he was really doing. Maybe it was his first time directing. I don't know.
His name was Vic Sarin, Sarin. Vic.
All right, Vic, you need to. I hope you got better. I hope if you're still doing movies, I hope you got better at doing them, and you got some good movies coming out or already out.
And
I highly doubt it, though.
Well,
What, is he
yeah,
dead?
what are you gonna do?
What, is he dead?
No,
What's his
he did
name?
a TV movie. Vic, Vic Sarin. Vic Sarin.
Okay.
Yeah, he's known for his movie Partition from 2007 and A Shine of Rainbows, and he was the cinematographer on those films.
Oh.
So
Well,
maybe he's over the years gotten better.
good.
So
Let's hope so. 2007 still a long time ago. So.
oh, he's still doing stuff. He's in pre-production of Cry from the Sea is the name of the movie. But he's done a lot. He's done a lot of TV movies and documentaries. Is mostly what he's directed. What I'm seeing here.
Right. Documentaries are good. Why not?
Yeah.
Do some documentaries. Oh, he looks really old. Are you sure he's not dead?
That's what happens to all of us.
He was born in India. Oh, God. Oh, that's okay. I get it now. I understand. Now I understand. A lot of these foreigners who come over to America become Christians, and they love God so much that they want to do something. And instead of doing something right, they just do it. That's what the problem was back then of Christian movies. There's a lot of people with a lot of money. They just want to do something to get the word of God out there, but they don't do it properly.
They're impatient.
They're impatient.
Yeah.
I love Kirk Cameron. I hope he kind of, turned away from these movies and said, that was a shameful time of my life. I don't know.
Well, he paid his bills though.
I guess so. Maybe he was the only paid actor who got like $1 million. I don't know.
He had to get paid, man. He got
That's
bills
right.
to pay.
Well, maybe he was the reason why they didn't spend a lot of money on everything else. Well, maybe because they paid him more. Kirk Cameron, we're gonna give you $500,000 for 31 days. He'll be like, okay, praise the Lord, I'll take it. That's a $500,000. I'll take it.
All right.
What are you gonna do with the other 3 million? Oh, try to build sets.
No haircuts though. No one's getting a haircut.
You can't do haircuts though. I love your flowing curly hair that goes all over. That's just so beautiful. How does anybody do that? I don't know, man. I don't know. These people, and some of these people had nice haircuts. Let me tell you what,
Oh,
some of them
I
did.
wanted to I wanted to ask you with the last scene in the movie where it was all dark. They're going and he's talking, and then all of a sudden he tells them what he's going to do, and then the entire thing becomes light now, and they go rush in. I'm like, I was kind of confused about that. I'm like, so they didn't have they. I thought when they went into the room, everything was dimmed already, and they started the meeting, and then when he
Right.
explained what was going on, the lights all of a sudden were full blast white.
Turned
I'm like,
on. Yeah.
yeah, I'm like, I don't understand what happened. I don't get that. Like, that
Yeah, I
confused
don't
me.
understand why it's like that. Yeah, me either. I think it was more supposed to be like uh, a tone for the viewer. They should have had the lights on when they walked in and then toned
Right.
down the lights to make it look like,
Because
oh, now he's being dark and mysterious and evil,
the only thing I could
And
think
then,
of was, oh, okay, it's dark in there because he's manipulating the darkness. And when like
right.
reality went back to normal, the lights were on. That's the only thing I
Yeah.
could think
Yeah.
of
Yeah. That's
to
that's what I
appease my
could think
mind.
of. Yeah.
Because I
That's
was
what I
like,
thought
wait,
too.
the lights were just off. What's going on
Yeah.
here?
That's what I thought too. Oh, how goofy.
And whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Oh, well, anyways, don't forget, everybody. Left Behind, the end of the world. This is Apocalypse Month. So don't forget. Uh, that's it. Don't
That's
forget
yeah, all right.
Apocalypse Month. There we go. We're done. All
All
right.
right.
Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been
Deuces.
totally fun, totally interesting. Next this coming Sunday, we are going to have an awesome movie review, right? Or are
Mm.
we doing the faith review? I don't remember. I don't remember what we're doing this coming Sunday, but it's gonna be great. So come on
There
and
it is.
join us. Uh, don't forget to go to our website, insidetheboothreviews.com. Pick yourself up a mug, pick up a hoodie, pick up a t-shirt. Hey, cool, you got Superman hanging out of there. Is that
Yeah.
your pen mug? Oh, that's your
Yeah.
pen mug now, huh? Ah, you don't even
Yeah.
drink out of it. Jeez, what's wrong with you?
Well,
No,
I don't
that's
want
okay.
this I don't want this to fade. I want to keep this
To
as
peel, yeah.
pride.
You don't
Yeah.
want
I
that to
want this to
peel.
keep right.
So pick yourself up another mug, Matthew, on the shop page,
Okay. I
so
want to
you
get a hoodie
can
next.
drink out of it and put it in the dishwasher.
Oh, yeah. No.
All right, everybody. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to hit
Yeah.
the subscribe button. Don't forget for hit. Don't forget to
Cow
hit
now,
the
brown cow.
like button. Yeah, that's right. Leave us a comment down below what you thought of Left Behind the movie.
If you
What
ever
you
saw it.
That's right. And tell us what you think of the end of the world. What's going to happen next? If you want, you can give us suggestions on what movies to review. Everything is subject to change. We already have plans of what we're doing, but who knows? Maybe we'll switch it up. Um, if we find a good end of the world apocalyptic type movie that's better than what we already picked.
Yeah.
What else are we doing? So yeah, next Sunday, don't forget to come and
Yeah.
be blessed. I think it's going to be the faith review. We're going to be talking about Revelations and talk about the end of the world biblically, not left behind way, but biblically.
All right.
All right. So come and join us. Follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Parlor.
What's it? Gab, Parlor,
Browsely.
Browsely, and I think there's another one. Don't remember. But if you want to support us, don't forget to go to Patreon and become a member. For only just $1 a month, you can become a member and get all of this cool looking special stuff that we do. Trust me, we will be doing special stuff, especially these shows. Maybe soon we're going to start editing them and put only the full live on Patreon and have our edited show here on YouTube.
Cool.
So come support us over there. If you only want to give us a $1 or a one-time donation, go over to insidetheboothreviews.com, go to our donation page, hit the donate button, give us a one-time donation. Or if you want something for something, you can go to the shop page, buy yourself a mug, a shirt, a t-shirt, a hoodie, a neck gaiter, and a mug. That's right, and a mug. And that also helps support us so that we can keep doing this. And eventually we want new equipment. So please help support us. And thank you for those who have already subscribed to the channel and who are already supporting us in that way. Prayer is also a nice way to support us. You can keep praying for us. And
Amen.
that's it.
All
So
right.
thanks, guys. And thanks for listening to that 5-minute commercial I just talked about. All right. God bless you guys. Have a good night.
Peace.
And we'll see you Sunday.